arrow. No yellows, no nothing. No reds, no nothing. Keep watching.
I'm looking at both. And mine is yellow. Mine is yellow. Mine is yellow.
Now it's green arrow, red.
But I was out here when it was yellow. That's what I'm saying. Okay, this is what I'm trying to say. If I'm out here when it's yellow, it was still green. Green, when it's not a green arrow, that means you have to wait for me to go through. I was still yellow when it was still green. You get what I'm saying?
Well, all I'm saying is
you can't turn
left. She had a car in front of her, so I'm just trying to
right, and she
figure
didn't see it, and she already said that she didn't see that car. But when this is yellow and that light is
I
green,
understand, but the one car kind of held her up. That's
yeah,
why
but it still happened, you know. That's where it comes. She, like I said, if that's green, it's not a green arrow. That means you have to yield, wait for me to get through.
I don't think she would just turn on a green.
Yeah, I mean it was an accident. It was an accident, but it was an accident.
Y'all's versions are confusing. You're saying you went on a yellow, but there ain't no yellow. So that's
basically
that
kind of.
It wasn't a yellow. It was a solid yellow.
It wasn't It wasn't a green light when she went through here.
But I'm looking at the lights and it goes from green to a green arrow. So I'm wondering where the yellow's at.
I understand
what's after the green arrow. I didn't.
No, this is what it was. It was green. She turned while it was green, and I'm going through while it's yellow. She can't turn on green unless it's a green arrow. She turned while it was a solid green. That's what happened. That's what happened.
Mine was not green. It was definitely. Okay. I can adamantly tell you.
That's what I'm trying to figure out where the yellow's.
Because I feel like we're trying to switch. We're trying to get it to her to convince something.
No,
when
she's
there's no
saying
convincing.
she went on a yellow, and I don't see a yellow.
Yeah, she turned. She had to have turned when it was.
Yeah,
I get what you're saying. She had to have turned though, sir, when it was green. You know what I'm saying? Because I looked, it was yellow here, so I'm going through. She must have turned while it was green.
Right. She's saying there's no yellow between the green and green arrow, so I'm trying to figure out where her yellow's coming in at.
I get what you're saying.
That's all I'm saying.
It was a solid yellow.
It was
okay. That's fine, and that's fine. But I'm just trying because I have to write this up, and I got to write it up with, you know what I'm saying, and to make it right.
But
so
like
any
logic,
at the lights, and I'm thinking.
Any logic we can see, it was a solid green. That was a solid green, and that was a solid yellow. She turned on green, thinking that means she could go. When it was, I still had the right of way. She can't turn left until that's a solid green arrow.
There's no yellow.
Right, I get what you're saying, but either way, it was still no disrespect her fault because she turned on a green, arrow, a green, but it wasn't an arrow green. It was a solid green without an arrow. I had a solid yellow, which means I can get through there. She turned on a solid green. And then
it was not green. I can tell you mine was not green.
If you want to take the blame, that's fine.
I mean, either.
I just watch that go. I just watch that go from yellow to red, and they're still red. So I'm trying to figure it out.
No, I admit mine's yellow. I admit I did not see her, but I didn't.
She's admitting that she did not see me.
What I'm saying is when that went to yellow to red, hers is red.
But when that was green, when she turned on green, mine was yellow. And she didn't have the right of way to go because it wasn't a green arrow. It was a solid green, that was a solid yellow, which means she had to wait till I got through. When it's a clear, just like a stop sign, you can't turn until it's clear. She turned on green instead of a green arrow.
She's telling me she turned on a yellow.
Yeah, but we clearly that couldn't have been the case, but she did have to turn while it was a solid green while I had a solid yellow. Okay, because this is all recorded.
That's fine for me.
This makes sense to you because I want you to understand what she's saying. She said
I understood.
No, but
where yellow's coming in.
She's saying that she turned on a yellow. But what we're seeing is it couldn't have been yellow. What she did was she turned on green while it was a solid green, and mine was solid yellow. Because I watched the clocks and I recorded them.
Like you were going right now.
No. Yeah, no. It had to be later. It had to be later when mine was on yellow. I was on yellow. I had a solid yellow. We can watch them again because I just recorded the whole thing. Mine was a solid yellow. Hers was solid green. But you can't turn left unless it's a solid green arrow. I'm not dumb. I know you guys.
You can turn left when it's clear.
Yeah, when it's clear, which means I still had the right way because it was yellow. It wasn't clear for her, and that's why we ended up hitting each other. Because she turned on a solid green instead of a solid green arrow. That's what happened. While mine, we gonna look yellow, green, and now we just hit red. She turned.
I understand.
I'm just trying to make sure it's clear. She turned on a solid green instead of a solid green arrow when I had yellow. So, I mean, I got it all recorded. The whole conversation, the whole everything. I recorded the light.
Nope.
No, she can
have her insurance figured out. She said yellow. I'm gonna say green.
Because, I mean, she had to have turned. I mean, there's no other way. If you sit and watch the lights, when this hit yellow.
Like, it was yellow.
That's fine. I'm just trying to figure out where the yellow was at. That's all.
When this hit
Like, if it
yellow,
was green and I was
that was green, but it wasn't green with an arrow. I got to record it. So that's all she could have done. If I'm saying it was yellow when I went through here, and she.
Okay, go through here.
All right, here's that back.
Oh,
He about to get
All right.
himself a ticket.
What's going on as far as I get? All right.
get himself hit. There's no room.
Yeah, I know. I got you. What's that?
Oh, go ahead.
Apparently, so you have to appear because it's an accident.
I'm recording all of
You
this.
have to go.
I'm in
May
school for that. I'm
29th,
not
it's next week, I
stupid.
think it's Thursday.
So what's going to happen?
1 p.m.
Oh, do I?